Hello everybody, Phenomenal Sir here, back with another episode of The First 15, the series where I play the first 15 minutes of new or underexposed indie games, and then share my thoughts and feelings about them. Today, we have up Prime Slime by Ergo Game Creator. Play as Bob the Slime while you try to defeat elemental enemies. When the elemental enemies die, they drop elemental orbs based on thrown elements. These can be absorbed in order to gain their abilities. Defeat enemies and collect their powers to become the most powerful slime in the world. Developed in 7 weeks by first-year game programmers and artists at Ergo, spelled Y-R-G-O. So, looking at the screenshots, looks pretty cool, looks pretty well developed. They got a decent-sized team. The game was published 17 hours ago and shows a status of released. And, well, here it is. My phone has gone to sleep, but we can wake it up. And without further ado, 15 minutes with Prime Slime starts now. Starts now. Okay. So this is my little B-troller. Oh. So it's... I hate you. Go away. Oh, God. Get away from me. Buyer... Okay, so it says... Can I jump? I should know this. So this is like a wave thing. Okay. Can you jump? Hang on a second. I should have looked at the controls first, right? Nope, just WAS to move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to change element, left mouse button to attack. Yeah, that threw me off because at first it looked like I was able to use the controller, but then that wasn't the case. Oh God. Away from me. I like this. I will say, right off the bat, when I was in the menu screen, you had music playing in the background that I could barely hear, and now this music is like, or these sound effects are actually a little harsh, which is a little strange. Get out of here. Get out of here. So once you've switched, can you like just keep using it indefinitely until it's time to switch back? Okay. Hey, get out of here. Why can't I? Oh, it's because, yeah. Can I heal? Is there like a healing option, or am I just doomed to suffer the cold embrace of death? I think I'm just doomed. Okay, so we're not going to do a full 15 minutes of that. This is probably the shortest game I've ever played on a first 15. So, I gotta be honest. I'll do one more. But we'll do one more round, and then we'll, yeah. So the enemies are random. Alright. Get out of here. Oh my God, I've got the sound turned down really low and it's still... Okay, so this is gonna... So we're gonna play through, and I'm gonna do like live thoughts and feelings as we go. So first thought and feeling is, it looks cute. I like it. The movement is smooth. The environment is, decent for what it is. It's just a little arena shooter. It's basically like a 4-way mirrored map, right? There's nothing super fancy there. We're not breaking any conventions or anything, like, changing the world with our level design. But that's okay. You don't really need to, right? It's just a fun little area to run around and play in. Now, I will say that the combat, which is really what this thing is all about, is more irritating than difficult, because it essentially just boils down to going in a circle while holding down the click button. Like, I can change to different elements, but why would I ever change away from this? It's got infinite range, right? Or like essentially infinite range. Now, the downside of this is that the enemies also have that range, and they have laser-focused accuracy. And of the enemies, 2 of these types have really irritating attack options. So those blue guys basically will spawn and immediately just start firing a laser halfway across the screen that, if you touch it, does just a little bit of damage to you, right? Not a lot, but if you don't want to get hit by them, you basically have to go in a circle. And going in a circle will make you get hit by other stuff. So they're shooting me from off screen right now. Like, they're hitting me from off screen. That's just, you never want an enemy to be able to hit you from off screen. And obviously there's some issues here where the camera is zooming in and out, and it's not really consistent with where the camera, like how far away the camera is. These guys, I don't really have any complaints about the Earth guys. The Earth guys, as long as you stay moving, then you can dodge them, you can stay away from them, you're fine. These things that dash at you are actually really and truly fucking aggravating. Like, pardon my language, but this is just an annoying ass enemy that is impossible to dodge, takes forever to kill, and you can't not get hit by them. So when they spawn, it's like, oh well, there goes a good chunk of my health right there, because you can't avoid them. There's no dodge button. Like, I guess if I had wind equipped as well, I could use it to dodge out of the way, maybe. But sometimes when they're using that move, it doesn't even look like they're hitting me, and I'm still taking damage. So that's a problem. Now, I think the little guy's cute, I will say. Honestly, this game would be well served to be put on controller. It's a Unity game, so obviously we know it can be controller compatible, right? It can be done. But these guys are just pure cancer. Look at them. No matter what you do, they're just horrible in every way. I do like the idea that you can do different elements of damage, and that you also see, like, this one's just in a spot where I can't hit him very well, so my only option is to stand there and just let him blast the piss out of me over and over and over and over, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Yeah, so you've basically got 4 enemies in this game, and 2 of them are absolutely not good. Like, they are not well thought out. The way they attack you it's not challenging, it's just aggravating. These guys, there's a little bit of back and forth with them, right? You can dodge around them, you can escape them. The fire guys are the same kind of thing as the water guys, but because their attack has a little bit shorter range, it feels a little more balanced. So for me, I wouldn't have an issue with the water guys if they didn't just constantly fire a never-ending laser of pain all the way across the screen and hit you constantly. That's just aggravating. Yeah, look at that. That's just silly. That's not a well-balanced enemy, in my opinion. Look at this. So as soon as they get on the screen, as soon as those blue guys spawn, the fight stops being fun, because before I was able to dodge around, I was able to do stuff, and now the combat has basically turned into me strafing backwards in a circle while he snipes me. I would suggest giving that enemy, instead of a water beam, give him like a bullet that just pink, 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 because that's annoying. Oh, and here comes the other aggravating ass enemy. Yeah. Yeah, but and you get a little confused when you're trying to aim because you have to point the mouse in the direction you want. I really feel like you should consider putting this with a controller and have left thumbstick control your movement for your blob, right thumbstick control your. I mean, honestly, it's built in. Like as I'm thinking about it, so left thumbstick moves your character, right thumbstick controls the direction you're aiming, and just do the elements here. Look, the buttons even match. Like with a normal Xbox controller, B is fire, X is ice, Y is earth, green is wind. And then if you want to switch back to the original, just do like press the shoulder button or something. I don't feel motivated to switch back to the original, but it's there if you want it. But I would suggest definitely thinking about fine-tuning the four-legged guys that dash and the water snakes, because those enemies both suck. Like, they look nice, they're cool designs, but fighting them is really aggravating, and it made me not want to play the game after the first one, because the first playthrough I was getting so many of those little dashy boys that it just pissed me off right off the bat. I was like, this is stupid. Like, how you can't dodge them. And you never want the way you beat an enemy in your game to be let them hit you while you hit them. Like, there needs to be some sense that a skillful player can avoid them or can do something to get away from them. I mean, I guess maybe the point is I'm supposed to have like go near the rocks, and then they can't dash because they'll hit the rocks instead of me. But then if I'm next to the rocks and I'm using the rocks as cover, then I can't avoid the water lasers that are shooting from off screen to hit me. So you see, it's just, I get what you're going with, what you're going for with this, but it just needs some balancing, like some serious balancing. But it's fun. I mean, it would be more fun if I didn't feel like you were trying to make me unhappy with those two enemies. I'm going to keep harping on it. I need to just shut up. So basically, long and short of it is I've talked too much about the enemies. The sound, I feel like the volume was inconsistent. The main menu screen, the volume for the, like, there's something there. I can hear it, but I also have my speaker turned all the way up to maximum, and I can barely hear it. So unless you're defaulting it to like a ridiculously low, yeah, there we go. But see, your master is turned all the way up here, and your SFX are turned all the way up here, and your music is way down here. So why did you do that? I would honestly, the sound effects were a little annoying. And this is cool music. I like this music. I didn't even get to hear this before. This is honestly too loud as well, though. I would say give like a 50 on music, 50 on sound effects. Let's see what this sounds like. Now I can't hear. It's just not really well optimized for. I don't know. It's something about it doesn't feel like it's firing on all cylinders for me with the sound. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a bunch of first year people, right? But you obviously know what you're doing. You've made a functional game. I wasn't able to break it while I was playing it. It just feels like it needs more work. It feels like it needs to be put through its paces by a couple of game testers that you trust and that will give you honest feedback like I am trying to do, that you will listen to. If you intend to like keep working on this game, then I would recommend that be the next step, is you need to get some people to test it and actually like give you an honest opinion of what about it's good and what isn't. But it's as far as a rudimentary, little fun free game to play, it ate up some time, but I don't feel motivated to play it more once I stop the camera. So for me, I would say that the game has potential. In terms of execution, for me, it's not going to be a great score. It didn't break. Nothing about it broke. But it also, these two guys right here are like the fun police. Like this guy, I like his design. I like this guy's design. But these two right here, every time I saw them, I was just like, ugh. And you don't want half the enemies to just make people not want to keep playing your game, right? So in terms of execution, I would say 3 stars. It's been better. It's been worse. If I could do half stars, it'd probably be 2.5, because God, those guys really aggravated me. When I looked at the clock after the first time I died, and I had been playing for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and I was so irked that I was like, I'm not even going to play anymore. And I'm glad I did, because there's some potential to this, I think, and I think the little guy is cute too. Um, definitely good designs, good character designs. When they get on the battlefield, a couple of them are kind of shitty. Is the only word for it. So, I feel like I've rambled enough. I've been talking for probably 10 minutes straight now about this game. You probably are tired of my unsolicited opinions. So with that, I will say thank you everybody out there for watching. If you feel like I have missed the mark on this and that this is an amazing 5-star phenomenal game, then let me know in the comments down below. And if there's some other game that you'd like me to play as well, let me know about that. Now, a link to the game will be in the description, so you can download the game for yourself and give it a try, and show the developers your support, because indie developers need all the support they can get, as I often say. For me, it is late, and this is my last video of the week, so I'm going to wrap it up by one last time thanking you all and saying, stay healthy, stay safe out there. Later.